Greetings and welcome to another edition of Odin Writes Shit. Today I have for you another Paper Gauntlet, which I will be testing out the Strathmore Writing pad. I have used this once before in a letter, and I kind of like it. But I kind of want to put it into more of a test, so I will be sharing that information with you guys. This is the pad that I got from the JetPens haul. I think last week I posted it or something like that, but a couple weeks ago, I don't know. Anyway, so this is 50-line sheet, 8.5 by 11, 24 pounds, made in the USA, which is ironic because I got it on a Japanese site. But anyway, opening up, this is a pad of 50. The texture is very, very fine. There's a little bit of a detail on there. I don't think the camera can pick it up. Oh, there it is a little bit. There's a little bit of modeling on the surface, but nothing that you can really feel by touch. It's a pretty, I'd say about a medium weight. It feels a lot like printer paper. And yeah, and fairly on the transparent side, but not like obnoxiously so. Pretty hefty paper. So let us bring it to the test. First, I will start with a fountain pen. Provided I have a fountain pen that has ink in it. Not a lot of give. There's a little bit of texture with this one, but the preppies kind of are pretty sensitive to that. So it's got a little bit of, I guess tooth to it is the proper word, but it's not too distracting. And the preppies are a little bit on the scratchier side, and this nib is a little dry. Let's try again with something smoother. Still pretty, fairly smooth. It still has a little bit of a give to it, but it's not like, it doesn't glide, but it doesn't like, if there's a word to describe that, this is not it. So it's in between there. It's actually a lot smoother than the Crown Mill that I've tried, but it's pretty standard. So it works very, very well with fountain pens. And then let's try, I always put my cross to it because this is a super fucking juicy pen. When it works. There we go. Maybe. There we go. This one's a lot smoother to write, but that's to be expected with that one. Next up, let's see what it does with a regular ballpoint and see how it feels. Ooh, that is really smooth. I like that. No give at all. That is super, super smooth and barely any texture. It like grips onto the paper, but in a nice way. I like that. A lot. Alright, alright, alright. How about the mechanical pencil? Alright, so mechanical pencil work. Freaking smooth. That is nice. There is a little bit more tug on it when you write a lot harder, but for normal writing, if you just, unless you have a really freaking heavy hand, it's pretty smooth. And I enjoy that. That's nice. Now, but can it deal with the eraser test? Eraser. I'm not feeling any paper shrapnel, just eraser, which is very good. I don't feel any need to, any skipping or any, like, you know, when you, like, rub an eraser and it catches and it rips your paper. I'm not feeling that. So that is good. Let's move on to the more juicier things. Something a little more juicier! Still feels really nice to write with. Really wet though, and I do notice that the dry time is a little long on this one. Still very fun to write on though, and I'm having quite a bit of fun with this. I think I have some Stormy Gray stuck in this still. I got glitteries in this. Anyway, but yeah. That is fun. Let's try a messy little water brush pen. Of course, get multiple layers on that. Maybe a dot, if I can manage it. Doot, doot. Let's try that. It's gonna take a billion years to dry because I put so much on. And finally, a permanent marker, because these things bleed like fuck. Flip that upside down. Alright. This one is dry yet. Alright, close enough. Now, for the ultimate test reveal thing. I have nothing on here. And even when I was, I don't know if I can tell this one, so. Don't know if you can tell, but even when I was like writing really hard with a pencil, the scratchings are not really there, which is very, very nice to see. And the page after that, nothing there, so it doesn't transfer as nicely, which is always, always, always a benefit. But yeah, there is nothing from that mess on the top. As for the back side, we only have bleed through on really the large places that I had things pooling, and it does not pass the permanent marker test, so don't use permanent markers on it. But the fountain pen, the paper, The fountain pen, the ballpoint, everything else doesn't really show as nicely. I mean, if you put it against light, it's still pretty readable. But I could definitely use this paper double-sided, especially with the black ink that I have here. So, I like this paper. I'm not sure if it's the perfect paper, because it hasn't really, like, wowed me. And I do prefer the very, very smooth textures when it comes to paper. But, yeah. Have you guys tried the Strathmore Writing papers? Let me know what your impressions are below. Do you guys like these Paper Gauntlet things? Are there any other brands that I need to be trying out? Any places? If you know any places that have samplers of paper, because it's kind of hard to try a bunch of things without buying, like, a whole pad of them, which can get kind of expensive at times. But, anyway, let me know what you guys think. Let me know if there's anything you want me to do. And, of course, if there's anything that I need to be trying out right now, feel free to leave me a comment down below. And I will see you next time.